Hello and welcome to the first RMU Focus of the semester. I am Zack Jones and I will soon be joined by my co-host Casey Irwine to talk about the events happening on campus and in the surrounding Pittsburgh area. Right now, Casey is sitting with Sam Googe, the Director of Residence Life, to talk about his transition to RMU and what his plans are for Residence Life. Casey, take it away.
Thank you so much for sitting down with me, Sam. If you want more information on Resident Life and future events, head to their Instagram at RMU_ResLife. Start of our show today, and you're Sam Googe, new Director of Resident Life. How are you doing today?
I'm good. It's a Friday, so
yeah, that's always good.
Ready to roll into the weekend, you know? Ready to roll into the weekend.
And so to start off here, Sam, how did you decide that this was going to be your career path?
So it actually started for me in undergrad. I went to Slippery Rock University. It's 45 minutes north of Pittsburgh. I got very involved while I was there in student government and some other things, and I didn't know that this was a job. Like, you see people doing it, but you don't know how to get into that kind of stuff. So I actually was talking to my advisor of student government at the time, who was doing something similar to what I'm doing now, and I asked him, how do you get into this? How do you, get into this profession? So he sat down, we talked about it. I went on to get my master's in student affairs and started working my way through. So
you should always get involved as much as possible when you're at college.
Exactly.
And so leading off of that, what led you here to RMU and led you to make the decision to stay here?
So I came from Bethany College. It's a small school down in West Virginia, probably 600 students. It's a very small school. I had been there for a while, and I was looking for something different, a new challenge, a new opportunity for myself. And I saw the RMU job posted online. I applied for it, went through that whole process, and obviously I got hired. But I really liked what I saw during my interview process, what I saw online. It looked like there was a lot of opportunity for kind of growth and change and development at the school. So that's really what excited me about the position. So that's why I ultimately decided to take the job.
It also helps with the new president. She's such a nice lady.
That does help. Everyone has spoke very highly of her. I haven't had the chance to meet her yet. I've met so many people, but she is not one of them yet. But yeah, that's all I've heard about her. She's ready to kind of make change and move forward, move in a new direction. So it was almost a perfect alignment for me coming in and then her being new as well.
Yeah. And so what are your plans for this semester?
So this semester, to be completely honest, my ultimate, goal is just to get familiar with everything. I do not want to come in and be that person that just starts changing everything right off the bat. I want to see how everything works, how the processes work, how the people in the office, the Residence Life office work, and just kind of gain an understanding of how things are done now. And then use kind of my expertise and my experience from the past 10 plus years of working in higher ed to maybe make some tweaks, changes here and there going forward. But I think my goal for this semester is to make sure everything's operating smoothly, but also just for myself personally, learning how things operate, learning the processes, learning residence life here.
So then are there any specific events this semester or next or whatever that you're excited for at Res Life?
So one thing, actually, before I came up here that we're planning on doing is we are actually going to take a Kennywood trip, something typically not done by Residence Life. Residence Life tends to be the on-campus, in the buildings type of programs. But one thing we're trying to do is kind of step outside of that, expand beyond that. So each semester we're going to do something off campus and sponsor that. So this year it's going to be a Kennywood trip being organized by Amani, who's one of the area coordinators down in the office. So I'm pretty excited about that. When I started in higher education, I started in student activities, so I did all that stuff, concerts and comedians and trips. So it's kind of cool that I can still have a little piece of that without having to do all that work that goes into it. So
you got a favorite Kennywood ride though?
I'm blanking on the name. Phantom.
The big one.
The big one, yeah. What's it called? Dark Phantom?
I think Phantom's Revenge.
Phantom's Revenge now. Yeah, it changed in my. I'm a little older. It's changed in my lifetime. But yeah, that's the good one.
It's always good. Do you have any long-term goals for Res Life while you're here at RMU?
So some of my longer-term goals. Again, I'm still learning how things work here, so I don't want to speak too out of turn. But one of the longer-term goals for myself right now would be to really get in the halls, which was tough to do because my first day here was the first day of class. So it's very tough to do that because people are obviously in the buildings or in the rooms. But one thing I want to do probably next summer, whenever I have the opportunity, is get in the actual buildings, and I'm going to go room by room and look at what needs changed, what needs fixed, what needs updated, how can we make the place more appealing, a better place for the students to live in. Like I said, it's tough to do now just because everyone's already kind of in there, but that's one of my longer term goals, but one of my first longer term goals that I want to accomplish is trying to make all of those halls, including the freshman ones, more appealing, more fun. Just make it feel like it's not just a first year building. Make it feel like it's
More home.
more homely. Yeah.
And final question, what brought you here today to RMU Focus?
An email, to be honest. But I thought it was a cool opportunity for me to come and for people to actually see who I am. I've had a lot of chances to interact with other staff, mostly staff, not really faculty yet, but not a lot of students, just because I've been getting run around and meeting different people and learning things. So I haven't had the chance to interact with a lot of students yet. And that's one thing that in my previous jobs, I've always tried to do is be that person that I could name. At my previous job, I could name everybody on campus. There's only 600 of them, but I can name them all. So that's something that I pride myself in and something I want to get to. So I thought that this was a cool way to at least put my face out there, get to meet other people like yourself, and just give me that opportunity kind of early in the first 3 weeks.
And you got bragging rights with the rest of your staff from being interviewed
Boom.
today.
First one. There's someone on the staff that's been here for 10 years, said she's never been interviewed. I said, oh, well, too bad. I'll put in a good word for you.
Yeah.
I know the host now.
All right, well, thank you, Sam, for all of your questions today. And you can also go to revolution.rmu.edu to see all the upcoming events on campus. When we come back, we'll be talking about what happened last week at RMU. We will also hear from Bethany Naughton on what students think about President Michelle Patrick and her first few weeks as president. Stay tuned here on RMU Focus.
Every day,
Millions of people are connecting
and even though we're overcoming obstacles,
watching each other's backs,
and banding together.
we should still make an effort.
We should still make an
to
effort.
get to know each other,
on a deeper level.
Father,
cosplayer,
Mentor.
actor.
it's time we take a step forward
It's time we take a step forward.
Come together.
and discover
How accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
Yeah!
Sam, Elmo.
Oh, hey, Julia. Are you ready to play band with us? I'm gonna play my clarinet.
And Elmo's gonna play his drum. Drum loud.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia.
Julia knows.
With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much.
But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Can I get the now bar, please?
$1.
Have a good one.
Got it.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Let me get a now bar.
Sure.
$1.
Appreciate you.
Got it.
Welcome back to RMU Focus. If you're just joining us now, I am Zack Jones, and joining me is co-host Casey Irwine. We have lots to talk about, so let's get to it. Before we take a look at what's to come, let's look at what happened last week at RMU. The African Caribbean Student Association held a cookout at the sand volleyball courts on September 9th. There was a variety of different foods, music, and from all different African Caribbean cultures. On September 13th, Chick-fil-A with PICPA CEO Jen Kreider event took place in the Hopwood Hall, giving students the chance to hear from Ms. Kreider about topics regarding the accounting world. It was put on by the Association of Future Accountants and Beta Phi Alpha Psi. Finally, the annual AXP Car Bash hosted by Alpha Chi Rho went down on Wednesday outside of Romo's, giving students the chance to smash up a car for a good cause. Over the summer, Dr. Michelle Patrick was named the university's 9th and first female president. RMU Century Media's own Bethany Naughton had the chance to talk to students about how she has been doing in her first few weeks. Bethany, take it away.
Dr. Michelle Patrick was named the university's 9th president on July 6th. Formerly the dean of the business school, she is now the first female to uphold this role. Since the fall semester, she's made many appearances talking to students about what she would like to do to improve the university. Now let's see what those students think about after her first few weeks as university president. What are your thoughts on Michelle Patrick?
She's great. I mean, I love her. Great things that she's doing for this campus. So, yeah, great job.
I feel like she's doing a great job. You know, coming as a freshman, I feel like real welcome. Everything's real nice, you know.
I'm really happy that she's the first woman president of Robert Morris.
You know, I think she's doing a great job. Obviously, it's hard in the position she's in, coming in off of interim president, but I think she's making the most of it. I think she's doing a good job, and we'll see what years to come have.
Honestly, I really like her. I met her when I was at her office for the student internship program, and she's really nice. She's very genuine. She really cares about the school. So I really enjoy her, and I'm really happy that she's president of RMU.
I haven't really met her. I only talked to her one time, but I think us having like a woman president is very groundbreaking because like you don't really see that in college.
You know, I've spoke with her a few times. She's very nice. I love her energy, and I'm just very happy to have her.
Honestly, I just spoke to her, and she's really cool. She's really nice. We're doing the car bash out there, and she said she was going to come drop off some money for us to help us raise money for our fundraising, and that was super nice of her. She doesn't have to at all, but yet she's active with us, and yet she's trying to reach out and help, so I thought that was super cool.
Her inauguration will take place Friday, October 7th at 1:30 p.m. at the UPMC Event Center to kick off homecoming weekend. For RMU Century Media, I'm Bethany Naughton.
Thank you, Bethany. For the latest news, arts, and entertainment and sports headed to RMU Century Media, where the writers have you covered with all things RMU and the surrounding Pittsburgh area. On the website, you will be able to find an in-depth look at some of the events we will be talking about today. Now, coming up after the break, we will be getting into the events happening on campus this week, as well as an interview with a very key member of the RMU campus. Stay tuned on here for RMU Focus.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique.
And your mother and...
I am totally a hat person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What?
I can't drive.
Why?
My.
Oh.
Stand is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
Welcome back to RMU Focus. As classes start to pick up, so do the on-campus events. Let's take a look at some of them so you know where to be this week. Now later today, Epsilon Tau Pi is holding a trail cleanup event on campus. The organization plans to meet at the gazebo at 5 p.m. to clear trash from the trails around campus. Epsilon Tau Pi is the National Eagle Scout fraternity dedicated to brotherhood, service, and the principles of scouting. They strengthen their brotherhood through monthly social events and service work. So if you're an Eagle Scout and this sounds like something that interests you, you should stop on by at 5 p.m. to help keep our campus clean.
Go Greek! Join Panhellenic Council sororities for Fall 2022 primary recruitment, taking place tonight from 7 to 10:30 p.m. at the UPMC Event Center. RMU has 4 Panhellenic sororities on campus, so there's a spot for you. The sororities include Delta Phi Epsilon, Delta Zeta, Sigma Kappa, and Zeta Tau Alpha. If you're interested in joining a sorority, this is the event for you. If you have any questions, you can contact them via email at greeklife@rmu.edu or follow their Instagram at RMU Panhellenic.
The Phi Mu Delta organization is cleaning up Flaherty Run Road tomorrow at 10 a.m. So while Epsilon Tau Pi is handling the walkways, Phi Mu Delta is cleaning the roads. The group plans on meeting at Flaherty Run Road, which is just under 3 miles away from campus. The highway cleanup will wrap up their fall 2022 fall recruitment, so if you are interested, it's your last chance to meet the brothers. It's also set credit eligible if you are looking to fulfill some credits.
Speaking of the Panhellenic Council, Delta Phi Epsilon will be hosting a bid day party this Sunday from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. at the Franklin Center in room 203. The event will take place after all of the new members run home. There will be food, games, and a chance to get to know your new sisters. If you would like to join Delta Phi Epsilon, this is your chance to do so. For more information, you can follow them on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at d.phi.
The Women's Volleyball Club is having practice for their first week of play on Monday, September 19th. The practice will be held at the Rec Center at 6 p.m. on Monday. As well as the practice on the 19th, the team will meet at the Rec Center once again for practice on Tuesday the 20th at 6 p.m. The club volleyball team only practices 2 days a week for 2 hours, and you are able to compete against local schools like the University of Pittsburgh, Carnegie Mellon University, and Slippery Rock University. The team is open to any experience level, so go out there and have some fun.
Have you ever wanted to travel to Italy, France, Germany, etc.? If so, you should stop by the Wheatley Center lobby on Monday, September 19th, and take a look at the Study Abroad info table. It is a great opportunity to learn more about the amazing opportunities to study in a foreign country. If you've not considered studying abroad before now, is the time to see if this could be for you. If you think a semester abroad might be too long, you can always look into a FLEAP as a great way to discover other cultures and countries.
On Tuesday, the Zeta Tau Alpha and Phi Delta Tau are looking for teams to sign up for the volleyball tournament. If you are interested, you can sign up on the 22nd, the 26th, the 27th, and the last day to sign up is the 28th. The times will vary each day, so keep an eye out for them on the second and third floors of the Nicholson Rotunda. The sign-ups are open to all students, so gather up a team and play for a good cause.
Many people always wonder what could be in the stars beyond us. This Tuesday from 12:30 until 2 p.m., you could get a look at decades of work dedicated to this topic. Moonshot Museum will open in October 2022 as Pennsylvania's first space museum. The museum will embark upon simulated lunar missions with its visitors, bringing them up close to the exciting opportunities of the commercial space industry. Join Moonshot Museum Director Sam Moore for a sneak peek of this new museum and a closer look at the exciting innovation that's happening across the Western Pennsylvania space ecosystem. Spaces are limited, so make sure you sign up now.
The Coalition for Christian Outreach is having a first-year Bible study Tuesday the 20th for first-year students exclusively. The goal of the event is to establish connections between first-year students who are interested in pursuing their faiths over the course of their college careers. The event is in Rogel Family Chapel on the Tuesday the 20th, 4:30 p.m. If you cannot make it on Tuesday, they also meet every Thursday at 9 p.m. in the Rogel Family Chapel, and it is never too late to join. And now, all of these events would not be possible without Dr. John Locke. RMU Century Media got the chance to sit down with him a few weeks ago to talk about his job and what it means to him. Let's take a look.
What made you want to get involved in student involvement?
Well, I was a very involved college student. I just enjoyed doing things, trying things. And when I like putting smiles on faces, shows and having fun and theater and when I could do that as a job, that was pretty cool. So I got involved on campus as an undergrad, and then through that, opportunities develop. So the more you try things, the more opportunities show up. So I tried a lot of stuff, more opportunities show up, and next thing I know, I'm here with all you.
So what drives you to do student involvement? What drives you to make it better?
I am always trying to look at what we can do better, and trying to find different challenges, and trying to not get comfortable.
Where would you like to see us go?
It is a very glorious time to be on the other side of the really restrictive pandemic restrictions. I don't want to say we're on the other side of the pandemic, but we're on the other side of some of the more, I love bringing people together. And I like to say that I'm in the yes business. Because people come with a wacky idea to my office, my answer is usually yes. Well, let's try it, right? Like, I love that. During the COVID restrictions, we were keeping people away from each other, and we were in the no business. I don't like that very much.
Nobody likes that.
So where I like to think we are is it's a new era, a new university president, this exciting time, and I'm also looking forward to a lot of new things, newness, right? And not getting comfortable and not thinking, well, we always do it that way. Well, no, it's never a good way to be. So where do I think we're going? Into an exciting new world beyond some of the really challenging parts.
Thank you, John Locke. And now into our upcoming sports. RMU Cross Country is currently taking part in the Colonial Invite. Come cheer on the Colonials in this free event open to the public. This is at Youth Town Cross Country course until 3 p.m. The women's volleyball team is currently on a 5-game win streak and will open the Horizon League season against Oakland this Tuesday, September 20th at the UPMC Event Center. Come cheer on your Colonials. The men's soccer team were able to score a late winner earlier in the week to open their Horizon League play. The team looks to get another big win on Wednesday, September 21st, as they take on St. Francis at the North Athletic Complex. Kickoff is at 2 p.m., so come down to support the team. Are you a passionate RMU fan? We have just the place for you. Colonial Sports Network is your home for everything Robert Morris Athletics, from the Joe Walton Stadium to the UPMC Event Center to the North Athletics Complex and even over on the island. The writers and multimedia team over at CSN will keep you updated with the latest news and highlights as the fall sports season continues on. When we come back, we will be talking about the upcoming Pittsburgh events that will be taking place just minutes from campus. As well as Zack and I will be talking about what you should be watching and listening to this weekend. Stay tuned right after the break.
Every day,
Millions of people are connecting
and even though we're overcoming obstacles,
watching each other's backs,
and banding together.
we should still make an effort.
We should still make an
to
effort.
get to know each other,
On a deeper level. Father,
cosplayer,
mentor.
actor.
It's time we take a step forward
It's time we take a step forward,
Come together.
and discover
how accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
Yeah! Sam, Elmo! Oh, hey, Julia. You ready to play band with us? I'm gonna play my clarinet. And Elmo's gonna play his drum. Drum loud. Oh, well, you know what to do, Julia. Julia knows. Mm-hmm. With Julia's autism, loud sounds can be too much. But she still loves to make music. Play band.
Early screening for autism can make a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Can I get the now bar, please? $1. Have a good one. Got it.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Let me get a now bar.
Sure. $1.
Appreciate you.
Got it.
Welcome back to RMU Focus. Let's talk about the events that will be coming up this weekend and its week ahead, as well as what we think you should be streaming this weekend. As this weekend, the Pittsburgh International Jazz Festival will be celebrating the city's rich jazz history with live music played at various downtown locations. The festival will be presented by the August Wilson African American Cultural Center and brings people from all over the world to celebrate the vast history of jazz. There will be over 100 local musicians as well as musicians from all over the world. Some headliners performing are Ron Carter, Stanley Clark, Ladisi, and more. The festival is going on from September the 16th to the 18th for fully vaccinated ticket holders.
The lanterns are back and bigger than ever. The Asian Lantern Festival, an evening experience that shines a light on conservation, community, and culture, is happening now at the Pittsburgh Zoo and PPG Aquarium. Take a stroll through the zoo and experience all that the Pittsburgh Zoo has to offer. They have both walkthrough and drive-through nights, so you can pick the one that best suits you. The walkthrough ticket is $22.95 and the drive-through is $70 per vehicle. Select nights now through Saturday, October 30th. The zoo illuminates the city with the glow of colossal wildlife-themed, handcrafted lanterns.
Do you have a fear of birds? I know you do. Well, tomorrow the National Aviary is throwing an event to help people get over their fear of birds. For $30 at 10 a.m., you will get the chance to learn from a bird expert as well as ask questions and get the opportunity to interact with small birds in a comfortable environment. The event runs for an hour, and afterwards, attendees are able to spend their day at the aviary so they can get even more acclimated to all different species of birds. While you are there, you can also learn about how you can help to protect the birds and their role in the ecosystem.
Get ready for the biggest scavenger hunt in Pittsburgh. Taking place this Sunday at 9 a.m. at Point Stake Park. The hunt is within a 3.1-mile radius with approximately 10 stops along the route. At each stop, participants will use a smartphone or tablet to solve a riddle. Do a dare and get clues for solving the overall mystery of the day during the race. You must wear your Mystery and Mayhem 5K shirt unless you are in a team costume. The cost to register is $45 and registration ends on Sunday, September 18th, so register while you can.
Back at the National Aviary, they are hosting an Oktoberfest brunch on Sunday starting at 11 a.m. For $45, you can welcome the fall season with German dishes galore, including strudels, danishes, plenty of main course meals, and of course some German brews. Catering will be provided by the Atria Special Catering, so you can enjoy the grand yet cozy environment of the aviary. The brunch includes admission to the aviary after dining, where you can continue to get acclimated to the birds if you are still afraid of them after the Introduction to Appreciated Birds event.
We've got something different for y'all to end our Pittsburgh events. The Pittsburgh Banjo Club will be hosting events every Wednesday night from 8 to 11 p.m. at the Allegheny Elks Lodge. The doors open at 7, so make sure you get there to secure a good seat. The mood is lively and entry at the door is free. Age 21 or over unless with a parent or guardian. For more information on all the banjo fun, head to their Facebook page at the Pittsburgh Banjo Club. So hey, if you and your family want to jam out with some guys playing the banjo, then why not stop by one night?
Now, in honor of Sir Elton John's farewell tour grace in Pittsburgh today, I thought I'd choose Crocodile Rock as my song of the week. Bit of a throwback. The 1973 track is just so much fun, and it perfectly shows off Elton's unique musical personality. It's a classic that feels timeless and is near impossible not to dance along to. A song I'm sure will be played at the concert at PNC. It's the perfect track to celebrate Sir Elton John's long career.
Well, for months, my friends have told me that I have to listen to Pink Floyd. I've been holding off for a long time, but last week I finally got around to it and was not disappointed. I listened to their album Dark Side of the Moon, and it was fantastic. I absolutely loved it, and my favorite two songs were Breathe and Money, but I would recommend listening to the whole album through. It's a different experience, and you will not regret it. Well, Zach, it's been a great show here to end off. We're cutting off a little early. I want to tell you all about Cars 2. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get that opportunity, but you should watch it anyways. Zach, it's been a great show today.
Of course, you too. And everyone should also watch House of the Dragon.
Well, that's all we got for RMU today. I'm Casey Irwine, along with Zach Jones. It's been a great time today. We hope to see you all next week.